shut his water off, all right? Relax and play. Love the energy. Need better poise.
Hey, we make our run right now. Hey, we make our run right now. Come on!
What we gotta do, fellas, is that, hey, we just gotta eliminate some of our mistakes. That's all. Ain't nothing else, nothing besides that. Dwight, you gave us great minutes. Way to go out there with that bad knee, Dwight. Great job, bud. Hey, Dwight, way to anchor that defense. Way to rebound, bud. All right, you gotta believe, fellas, because you gotta believe. The only thing that changes, we're going home. We had a chance to win both these games here, fellas. We take care of business at home, we come back. All right? Hey, everybody, heads up, baby, heads up.
Man, I'm ready to roll after that. But it was heartbreak for Houston in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals, and the Rockets had their work cut out as Games 3 and 4 moved to Toyota Center. Only 4 teams have come back from an 0-2 deficit to win a conference finals as a lower-seeded team, and the last to do it, the Thunder, 2012. Yet and still, the Rockets know all about comebacks. They just lived through one. Our Lewis Johnson looks ahead for Game 3.
Well, frustration was obvious for James Harden as he left the court. Now he and his Rocket teammates have less than 48 hours to figure out how they'll get this series back on track when they get to Houston.
In these type of situations, you just got to come out and make sure you take care of the little things. If you look back at our losses in this series, we've made minute mistakes that have cost us, and they've made us pay. So give them credit, but to our advantage when we go home, understand the game plan, execute the game plan, and be aggressive.
We're really confident about what we have going on. We let 2 slip away, and so now we go back to Houston, and take care of business at home. Just because we're going home doesn't make it easy, So we got to just go out there and compete the way we've been competing, but being smart and not giving up those easy buckets, and we'll be all right.
How do you keep this momentum as you guys get to Houston?
We really have to go in there and play better. I don't think we played near as good as we can play here. But, being at home kind of covers up for that a little bit, and you make a couple plays down the stretch we've been able to do, and it saved us. But going into Houston, we have to play better.
We had plenty of opportunities to win both of the games. So we have all the confidence in the world. They won 2 on their home court.
How does the close game dynamic change when you get on the road in the playoffs when it's this big?
Oh, man, it's way different. Sometimes it usually swing in the home team favor. So, we have to know that and try to do whatever we can not to get in that position. However, I think we got the most clutch player in the NBA in Steph Curry. So if it does get to that point, it's probably who we're going to.
In Oakland, I'm Lewis Johnson.
Lewis, thank you very much. So we talk about the MVP and MVP runner-up matchup. That has not disappointed, but for all of that and the Splash Brothers, it is defense that decides Game 2, Smith.
I'm so impressed by these young guys buying in on the defensive end. They have some guys, and you're talking about Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson can score the basketball. And just this play right here sums it up for me. It's just the little things, as we point out. Obviously, you see Harrison Barnes goes, and now he misses his shot. Draymond Green is out the play. Harrison Barnes is on the floor. Obviously, right now, McHale elected not to call a timeout, and I totally agree. He had numbers. But look, there's Trevor Ariza, number 2, running, and there's Terrence Jones running. Look at Draymond and Harrison Barnes get back into this play, and then the defensive stance that Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. Now, defense is all about ability and also understanding the game. Those guys said, he's not going to beat us. We're going to let him get it out of his hands and make somebody else beat us. But I just love one on the floor, one out of bounds, and they get back into play. A big play that I think saved the game. And that's the defense I'm talking about, the Golden State Warriors. I don't think they get enough credit on that end.
Twice they've had chances, Vinny, the Houston Rockets on the road here, but are they encouraged by anything as they head home? What can they take away from what happened at home?
Well, they're a little frustrated. I mean, they had a great opportunity, especially in Game 2, but you have to give them credit. They fought the whole playoff series. They fought in both Game 1 and 2. And like Jason Terry said in that piece, they're executing the game plan, but they have to execute the details of the game plan, all the little things. There's so little room for error against Golden State because they're going to make you pay. They got to be a little more physical, and Steph Curry's getting too many wide open shots sometimes. They have to be a little more efficient with little things, loose balls, control their turnovers. If they do all those little things, they'll win Game 3, and they'll put themselves back in the series. Obviously, it'll be a must-win for them.
Have you noticed that defending James Harden has taken a little bit of that offense away from Klay? Are you concerned with that at all?
Well, yeah, obviously, there's going to come down to a game where they're going to need that second score. Right now, they kind of had a lot of guys chip in and give a lot of credit to Sean Livingston coming up with 18 big points in that first game. But if you don't have those other guys going, you're going to need Klay Thompson because they don't have that post guy that they can throw it down to score the basketball. But give Klay a lot of credit. I mean, people say, how can you give him credit? He's averaged over 30 points. But he is a guy who's trying to make him work. I want to see a little bit more of Iguodala at times guarding James Harden when they're both in, just to take some pressure off of him.
But never underestimate the heart of Clutch City as they head back to South Texas.